Hello, I'm Harrison Keeley. Here's a quick look at today's top stories. First of all, a serial killer who bombed a synagogue and shot an interracial couple in Chattanooga will face his own death tonight at midnight. Joseph Paul Franklin says he killed nearly 24 people across the country. He's scheduled to be put to death by lethal injection in Missouri. In July 1977, he bombed the Beth Sholom Synagogue in Brainerd. A service let out just before the explosion and no one was hurt. A year later, he was convicted of shooting a black man and a white woman who were on a date in Chattanooga. Nancy Hilton was paralyzed and William Tatum was killed. Tatum's sister, Barbara Vaughn, says the death penalty makes sense for Franklin. Now, after 33 years in prison, Franklin says he's repented and believes he'll go to heaven. But he doesn't want to die, he only wants forgiveness. The serial killer spoke to the Times Free Press last week. Here's what he had to say.
I'd like to get out of here, to tell you the truth.
Do you think you deserve to get out?
Well, only God knows, I'd like to have a chance, though, to make amends for what I've done. I'd like to try to get out there and do a whole lot of good for people.
You can listen to the rest of the interview at timesfreepress.com. TVA's new CEO is being paid about 50% more than his predecessor. Bill Johnson has made close to $6 million since he started his job in January. The utility's previous CEO made just $4 million, and that was in his last full year on the job. The new figures make Johnson the highest paid federal government employee in the country. He makes about 15 times as much as President Obama. Nevertheless, his pay is still below the industry average for utility CEOs, but 89% of people who voted in our online poll say they think he's overpaid. Even Representative John Duncan calls the pay levels at TVA, quote, ridiculously excessive. And despite his own salary, Johnson has vowed to cut the overall payroll at TVA. A Chattanooga hotel company is training its employees to prevent and fight human trafficking. Vision Hospitality Group is requiring all 1,000 employees to complete a training program to spot and report human trafficking. Vision may be the first company in Tennessee to receive certification in that field. Bill Mish, the general manager at the downtown Doubletree Hotel, worked to create the training program. He says everything he thought he knew about human trafficking was 100% wrong. He says it doesn't take place only at sketchy hotels, and the average victim is younger than 15 years old. 3 members of the same family have died within 1 day of each other in Jackson County, Alabama, and no one knows why. 54-year-old Ricky Nelson Moody was found dead by his family inside their Woodville home November 9th. Then his mother, 78-year-old Georgia Ann Moody, died, and just a few hours later, Georgia's other son, 58-year-old Jerry Lynn Moody, was also found dead. Georgia's husband and the boy's father, 82-year-old Ernest Moody Jr., was home at the time of the deaths, but officials say there's no reason to suspect any foul play. The cause of death for all 3 remains a mystery, and authorities say an autopsy report won't be ready for about 6 months. Finally, Yo-Yo Ma will be performing with the Chattanooga Symphony and Opera next year. The CSO has announced that the world-renowned cellist will play October 2nd at the Tivoli Theater. Music director Kyoko Dan will be conducting the special fundraising concert. She says Ma is one of her heroes in the music world. Tickets will be available to CSO subscribers in February and the general public in July. Turning to weather, today will be sunny with a high near 54 degrees. The low tonight will be around 34. That's today's newscast. Thanks for being with us. You can find more on these stories and breaking news all day long at timesfreepress.com.